boxing to this day. Jeez. I don't know what it is.
There we go.
We're all fighters. We all want to get on. Gonna jump onto the big M. And yeah, man. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this for. I plan to maybe just do it just an hour today, maybe. See what the feedback's like. Hey, the big M.
How you doing, sir? You good?
State your name and your club.
My real name is Micah Watkis, and I'm a senior coach at Cuban Boxing Academy in West London.
You good?
I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Just yeah, quarantine life. You know.
Tell me about it. It just seems like this is the conversation on everybody's lips at the moment. Is this coronavirus or COVID-19?
Yeah.
It's
a bad dream.
It's really a bad dream for people. It really, really is, especially with, family members, especially your older family members, if you have any, obviously having to stay away from them, even though you know that hopefully they're fit and well, but you know that anything that you pass on to them could be catastrophic, so we have to be, and I'll take this time to say, London, stay your backsides at home, because if anybody else gets sick, the NHS is going to be overrun, and we've seen the work that they've been doing at this moment in time. It's really unprecedented, this whole situation. I mean, look at the fact that everybody's locked down in the yards now. It's really difficult, But anyway, how you been keeping fit?
Yeah, I went for a run earlier. I've been so got me nervous. Check it up on me. I've run every other day. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Done 5K minimum. Well, I do 5Ks. I don't go over or under really. And Monday to Friday, we've got a group chat with a few of my boys where 2 p.m. every day we do a circuit. So we're all on the Zoom. We're all there watching each other. It's good banter. It's not very hard, but it's a circuit. It gets you motivated. You're checking the time, thinking, all right, 2 o'clock. I got to log in, and yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun on that part.
It's the motivational side of thing, isn't it? So for me, it's making sure that. So obviously, all the clubs are locked down. All the gyms are locked down. So yeah, obviously, you've seen my Instagram. What my whole ethos is to try and keep people as motivated as possible, even through this time, because obviously people were going to the gym on a regular basis. That's all locked down now, and a lot of people might not have the equipment to train at home, which actually makes that go, well, I might as well sit here and go through Netflix box sets. Guys, believe me, there's things in your homes you can find to help you keep fit and train well and keep that fitness level up as much as possible. Don't let this thing go to your head where you're like, well, if I've got nowhere to go, I've got nothing to do, I might as well sit here and watch TV. You've got the chance to go for your run. I'm pretty sure you can do some sit-ups and push-ups and, get some knees ups and get your fitness done. I was just out in the back garden myself doing some crazy lifting in the garden, and I believe if I didn't have that, I probably would go stir crazy, to be honest with you.
Look at Ilya. Look what he's putting on the screen. All that food.
Yeah, all that food, because he knows that I cram a lot of food. Yeah, there's definitely some pizzas and donuts been gone down this hatch, mate, believe me. But yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm looking forward to, God willing, when the clubs start opening up again and start motivating boxers and then keep fitters as well, because a lot of people, boxing clubs, that's their life. Because a lot of the boxing clubs and the gyms are closed down now, it's having a bit of a psychological effect, and that's something that I'm concerned about as a coach, is the psychological effect that this will have on boxers. Because if you think about it, a lot of boxers, as Eamon said before, they're on retirement now, basically. And a lot of them in this period now, once they come, they're going to be looking for a job. So boxing is probably going to be put to the back. And they're going to be looking for work. So it's going to be a difficult time. I truly believe that the gyms will be full again. But my concern is the little ones who have not been able to get to the gym. They're locked down in the house. Are they being able to get out and do exercise and stuff like that? I think psychologically, it's going to mess with them a little bit. And also, another thing that I was actually wanted to say, I don't want to teach parents parenting, because there is no book on parenting. But I think at this moment in time, I'll give you an example. I was stood in a line doing some shopping the other day, and there was a couple of mums. They were separate from each other, and you can tell they were good mums, but you could tell that it wasn't actually computing in their head, because they had a couple of little ones with them. And if you saw the looks on the faces of those little kids, it was like they're hearing about corona. This thing's killing people. And then, you know, one of the little girls, she like looked at her mum and she said, "Mum, am I going to die?" And it was, you know, you saw the look on the mum's face. It was like, oh, I've been talking about this corona thing. I'm forgetting that my little one's here. So just a little thing to mums and dads, be careful what you're talking about in front of your little ones, because that can have a little psychological effect, you know. And at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we're being responsible where little ones are concerned.
Yeah, it's true. Even like letting them like watch the news and stuff, like seeing the new death toll. They don't need to know about that stuff.
I've even stopped doing it, because I feel it actually makes me feel a little bit anxious about the whole situation as well. So I've actually stopped watching the news. I'll watch it once a day in the evening, just to see what's going on. Again, my respects to everybody that's lost somebody, and this is really difficult. I mean, it's bad enough losing a loved one because of this whole thing, but the fact that you might not even be able to go to that person's funeral, that's just crushing, mate. That's just crushing, you know. But boxing will be back. Cuban Boxing Academy and all the other boxing clubs in the area, we will open again. Yeah, we will be open. So keep that positive thinking going, people.
No, you got it, man. What would you say to anyone after the period thinking of getting into boxing?
Without a doubt. So you're going to have a lot of people who have been not fit for a long time. They've not been doing anything for a long time.
I'm getting hot.
There you go, because you know the speech is coming.
Let me get ready.
But, you know, at the end of the day, there's nothing that, unless you have some underlying physical thing that stops you from being able to walk into a club, I always say, here comes the speech. The hardest thing about turning up to a boxing club, karate, jiu-jitsu, whatever, is actually walking through the door, because you don't know what you're going to expect. But what I would like to tell people, if they've never actually been through the doors of a boxing club or anything to do with mixed martial arts, you're going to find some of the most fantastic, motivational people behind those doors who basically only want your well-being at the forefront. You know, they want to see you get fit. They want to see you get healthy. You know, I've told you the stories about, you know, people coming in saying, I want to lose this, I want to lose that, I want to lose this. And then a few months later, they come up to me and they're like, dude, seriously. You know, I was a size 14. I wanted to get down to like a size 11, 12. I'm a size 10 because of all the training that we've been doing. It's beneficial. It's good for your heart. It's good for your mind as well. Yeah. Really good for the mind as well. So definitely don't put it to the back burner. As soon as those doors of the gyms open, once we know and the government says we can open up again, just do it. Just go and find out what happens behind the doors, because you will be amazed to know what happens.
No, 100, man. Always good to speak to you. When can I, cause you know I'm around the corner from you right now. I wanted to pop in your garden and hit that, that little boxing thing you got, but
we'll work something out, mate. We'll work something out.
Speak to the wife.
100%.
I'm cool. Look.
I know, mate. I know.
I'm cool.
But I can see you're keeping fit, my man. Keep it there. Keep it there.
Yeah, look, the face is looking trim. Like, I'm closer to my fighting weight than I was before this happened. Like, obviously,
what are you now? What are you weighing now?
Well, last time I weighed myself was probably about 4 days ago, but I was like 62.2.
That's not too bad, mate. Yeah, that's not too bad.
And that's better than usual. So.
Yeah, definitely. We'll
hey,
keep
listen
it up, man.
Timon about he's around the corner. Look, Timon, you train too hard, bro. I can't keep up with you. I'm scared.
An E3 bus would run out of juice trying to chase Timon. That boy can run, believe me. That boy can run. That's definitely he's definitely one to watch for the future as well. Timon Asiyama. He's very, very good boxer, such as yourself as well. So let me ask you a question. I'm gonna do it live here.
Oh no.
Will you be back in the ring?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Well, do you know what? Yeah. 100%. Do you know what? Do you know what is with me? Like, you see that I always, as I say, for every bad thing, there's a silver lining. And when I injured my hand in November, I was kind of looking for something to do. And as you know, I started acting, like, or training to act. So I'm
very
kind
proud of you on that one, by the way, mate.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, very
so
proud of you.
I'm kind of at that point now where it's like, I have to look after my face, because if I start getting good at this acting, and if I get cast for a role, they can't see my headshot and be like, okay, he looks right. And I turn off and I'm like, you know what I mean? So I'm at a place where I still need to box. I need the training. I need the motivation, because it'll keep me fit. 'Cause I don't like the gym. And then there's a case of, I can't see myself landing anything major soon. So hopefully everything opens up, go back for the developments, hopefully become 2-time London champion again. And I haven't booked a half marathon this time. So if I do progress on to the nationals, I won't have a marathon between the two.
The energy levels will be up. Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's my excuse for losing. But yeah, do you know what? I was proud of everything I did. As I said, the marathon meant so much to me. So I wouldn't change it for the world. If anyone would have said, you know what, drop the marathon and you would have gone through to the final and maybe been a national boxing champion, I would have been like, nah, the marathon, it completed this journey I was on. It ticked everything. Like, it was just like the mountaintop. Obviously, I hit the peak. Yeah, I hit the peak. Then obviously had to fight like the week after, and I lost. But it was kind of like, even though I lost, I felt like I won.
Yeah,
almost.
Because of the journey that was taken. Because I think the fact that obviously, I don't know if many people know, but obviously we put 4 of you through, and 3 of you got through to where you got through. For me, it was a blessing to actually train with all of you, get in the ring, pad you up, give you some good words of advice, be in there, just being cool, calm, chucking water down your throat when you don't open your mouth wide enough, But, at the end of the day, it was good for me as a coach to see this all the way through. So, some coaches, they only get to do a little bit here and there. For me, it was perfect because I managed to go all the way through to the end with you guys. I've watched your training. I watched how hard, I trained with you, for God's sake. You guys almost killed me, and at 50 years of age now, it's times where I should be starting to slow down, but I can't because of the commitment I have towards you guys and the commitment that you guys have towards your club and towards your own, personal attributes and going forward. But it's great, hopefully we can do that again. Cuban Boxing Academy is a very small club. Big up Marcus Camejo, our head coach, who has been fantastic over the last 10 years. And it's taken a long time for it to pick up for him as well, because coming from Cuba is a very boxing-based country. They are, without a doubt, the most amazing amateur boxers in the world. And to be taught by him in coaching, but also to watch how he, shows his boxers, it's everything that I will say is exactly what he would say. Everything that he would say, exactly what I would say. So we're all working across the page, and we're working with that with all of our coaches, to be on the same page. But for such a small club to go where it did and do what it did, 3 champions, was amazing. It's fantastic. Great journey.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you.
No worries, bruv. It's good to see you
soon. Yeah,
no
definitely.
Worries. God bless all. Keep safe. Stay your backside at home. Enough respect.
And thanks for supporting as always, man. And quick, I got to plug it. If you see any of the videos that have been made on my page, this is the guy that makes them. Listen, if you need for any boxers that want highlights made, a show reel, any
100%.
You can do that as well. Chop it up for you, get you a video out there.
Definitely. I'm working on a couple of things now as well. So I'm going to go and have my roast dinner and then start all over again.
All right,
Reekz,
then, Coach.
blessing, bruv.
Bless up, man. Take care.
Take care, mate.